Hey guys, Lucas Soccer here. Today we finally have the ROTA spreadsheet fully finished up. So if you guys are wanting to go ahead and sign up for that, it's $20 for the spreadsheet. The way you can sign up for that is in the description box down below. You're going to see a link to this Google form. It's going to be the same way as last time. You're going to send a payment to one of these two methods up here. For the PayPal, please make sure you copy the entire thing. I had some people only copy half of it last time, which led to some issues. Make sure you just copy the full PayPal if you're going to do it that way, or Venmo works as well. You're going to submit your proof of payment for the $20 for the ROTA spreadsheet, as well as which email you want to have it shared with. That way you have access to the spreadsheet. And then you're going to go ahead and put down here how you heard about it. Not as many options as last time, made it a little bit simpler for you guys. But that's how you're going to go ahead and sign up for the spreadsheet. I did want to show off some of the spreadsheet combos that are going to be on there, just so that you guys have a little bit of a preview of it compared to last time, since there are a lot more decks on there. The main 4 decks on the spreadsheet, it's the Snake Eye as a Mina deck, Fire King Snake Eye as a Mina, as well as Fiendsmith Yubel and Fiendsmith Memento. I think those are the 4 best decks going into the next format, except Tempai. Tempai is technically one of the top 4 decks. There's no reason to do a combo video for that deck. You just attack until they're dead. But we're going to go ahead and hop in here. This is a 2-card Fire King combo that's on the spreadsheet. This involves Snake Eye, Ash, and Witch. One of the most popular combos among like all Snake Eyes combos. So getting right into that combo, we're going to start with normal summon Snake Eye Ash, and Snake Eye Ash is going to grab Poplar. From there, we're going to trigger the effect of Poplar because it was added to our hand to special summon out, and then Poplar's effect will then add our original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye from our deck to our hand. We're then going to special summon out Diabellstar, sending the Sinful Spoils from our hand to the graveyard, and then we're going to use Witch to set Deception. Now this is a little bit different because we're actually not going to use the original to get access to our Ponyx. We're going to use it in a different way. But now we're going to go ahead and link off the Poplar and the Witch, you misclicked there, into IP Masquerena. From there, Poplar is going to put itself in the spell trap zone, and then you can go Ash, sending the Poplar to summon out Flameburge. So here you're a little bit more safe from any sort of like hand traps or disruptions that they could bring against you. And now that we're like here, we're going to go ahead and activate the effective original, banishing itself, targeting the Diabellstar. We're going to add Ponyx, and then put the Diabellstar at the bottom of our deck. We're then going to flip up our Deception, use Deception to tribute the Ponyx out of our hand to then add Sacred as a Mina. And we're going to activate it, sending the Deception to summon Owl Silvera. So now we were safe from the Nib prior because we had Flameburge by summon 5. But now we have a Silvera. So like we have a full negate. Doesn't really matter if they have Nibiru at all now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to link away the Flameburge in the IP. We're going to go into a Princess and trigger the effect of Flameburge, which is now going to special summon out Ponyx, as well as special summon out Snake Eye Ash. Ponyx is now going to trigger to add our Sanctuary. We're going to activate Sanctuary, placing Island, destroy Ponyx to get Garunix, and then use Garunix to special summon out. Garunix is now going to destroy the Ulcanix from our deck, and we're going to use the effect of Ulcanix to special summon the old Garunix from our deck. And this one specific combo, you can do quite a few cool things to navigate the board onto like a very resilient field. Because we haven't used the effect of Princess yet, we're going to do that. We're going to special summon back out the Ulcanix that we had just destroyed, and now use Ulcanix to destroy our Garunix, and we're going to add Kieran from our deck to our hand. Link away the Snake Eye Ash, link away the Princess. We're going to summon out our Ambler Whale here, and then because we do have Garunix, which is a level 8, and Ulcanix, which was destroying our Garunix to add Kieran, which is a level 8 monster, we can change the Ulcanix level to a level 8 as well. Then we're going to overlay those 2 monsters. We're going to make a Hope Harbinger. So this board is absolutely insane. It has Kieran plus Ambler, one of the strongest like setups for Fire King, because your opponent doesn't really have any say in when you're like starting your Fire King plays and you have multiple avenues of disrupting them. Then you have Hope Harbinger, which is obviously a great card at stopping board breakers into your board, as well as it's going to have a little bit of protection for your Silvera. Silvera is an insane boss monster. The only thing to remember is that it is a little bit weak, so having Hope Harbinger there to support that Omni Negate until you're ready to use it is very, very important. Then we do have the Silvera itself. So this disruptions, this adds up to like 8-9 disruptions altogether. It's absolutely insane, and the follow-up off of this is really, really good. Moving on to the next combo, this is how this deck can play around Fuwaross. I know it's a lot of concern going into this next format is how decks are going to actually play around this card, with this card being super prevalent into the meta. All of the spreadsheet combos do have a list on how every single combination of card can play around Fuwaross to the best of its ability. So that's really, really important there. We're just going to get right into this combo that we're going to normal summon the Ulcanix and use Ulcanix effect to destroy our Ash Blossom. And we're going to add Ponyx. Ponyx is then going to special summon itself from your hand. And remember, the only draws that Fuwaross provides to your opponent is when you summon from your main deck or from your extra deck. So the Fire King cards do a really good job at like adding themselves and then summoning themselves. They're not summoning from decks. So that's really cool. Ponix is now going to trigger because it was summoned to add Sanctuary. We're going to activate Sanctuary, placing the island, and then use island to destroy Ponix and add Garunix. Garunix is now going to special summon itself, and we're going to use Garunix effect to destroy Arvada, and Arvada to special summon out Ponix. From here, we haven't given them any draws yet, but we're going to give them their one and only draw in this combo. We're going to make Promethean Princess, and use Princess to revive Arvada. This board looks pretty weak, right? I'll give it to you. It looks kind of weak, but if you actually look at the disruptions played out, it's really strong. Off of just one draw, you're getting 4 disruptions. And the reason you're getting 4 disruptions is because when you use your Arvada negate, you're going to destroy your princess. That's one, right? And then you have your Garunix effect to special summon out. Garunix is now going to destroy a Kieran from your deck, and Kieran will trigger to special summon a Fire King and destroy a card. So now we have 2 disruptions there. We have a negate and a on-target pop. Now, when our opponent does special summon, we can trigger the effect of Princess, targeting Arvada and their monster to special summon out. So now that's a target pop, that's 3 disruptions. And then we still have Arvada's effect to now special summon out the Kieran that we destroyed from deck with Garunix. And then when they summon again, we're going to have the effect of Sanctuary to actually overlay into the Garunix Eternity, which is a board wipe. So now we're going to clear the entire field, which leaves us with 4 disruptions, all very, very strong, different types of disruption. You have a target pop, a non-target pop, a monster negate, and then you obviously have the board wipe provided from this Garunix. And then it actually is pretty hard for them to kill you even from here. If they do destroy your Garunix, you're able to float into a bunch of more monsters and then live that way. Last combo that I'm going to show you guys from the spreadsheet is a 2-card combo for Memento. This involves Memento and Angwitch and Engraver. This combo I think is one of the most insane things that we have here on the spreadsheet. Being able to set up several different types of disruptions and just... honestly, the board is phenomenal. So we're going to start off with grabbing our normal summoning Memento Angwitch and grabbing the Tatsuno Shigu from our deck to our hand. Then we're going to special summon it out and activate its effect. We're going to destroy itself, sending Mace, Goblin, and Sleepy from our deck to the graveyard. Then we're going to activate Angwitch effect, destroying itself to then revive Goblin. And we're going to use Goblin's effect to destroy itself, sending Gaddock and Memento Fusion. Gaddock's going to activate to special summon itself out, and then Gaddock will add Memento Fusion from our deck to our hand. We're now at 5 summons, right? This is where our opponent would have the opportunity to Nibiru us, but if they do Nibiru us, we have our Memento Fusion, so we're able to play through their Nibiru with basically no issues at all. From here, we're going to go ahead and activate the Engraver. We're going to go Engraver, grab Tractus, or Tract, activate Tract, get Lurie, discard Lurie, and then Lurie will special summon itself out. We're now going to link away the Lurie into our new, or into Requiem, and then Requiem will go into our new Lacrima, the Sorrow Swallow. Or Scarlet Sorrow, send Engraver. Engraver's going to put back Lurie, special summon Engraver, and now we can equip the Requiem onto the Lacrima, and then we can link that off into Princess. From here, we're just going to overlay into Caesar. Now we're totally safe from Nib, but usually when you like make Caesar, it cuts you off entirely from making your Desiree. It's like your board is a little bit prone to board breakers, but in this specific combo, we found a way to get everything anyways. So now that we're safe from Nib, we're going to activate our Memento Fusion. We're going to put back Tatsuno Shigu, our Mace, and our Goblin, and we're going to summon out the Creation King. On summon, the Creation King is going to activate. We're going to send another copy of itself from our extra deck to the graveyard, a Goblin, and the Combined Creation. We're going to use the effect of Creation King, banishing itself to get our field spell. We're going to activate it, and then we're going to use Memento and Fusion, banishing itself to destroy the Creation King to search for Bone Party. We're now going to trigger the effect of field spell, special summoning out that Sleepy from earlier, and now we can use its effect to fusion summon with our Gaddock, going into our Twin Dragon. Twin Dragon on summon, it's going to destroy itself and add 2 Memento monsters from our deck to our hand. So we're going to add Akahorn as well as the Horned Dragon. Akahorn is the new card from Memento. This card is absolutely insane. It allows you to end with way more disruptions on your field, as well as playing through hand traps phenomenally. Resolution, the effective Twin Dragon is going to activate to special summon Sleepy from the graveyard, and we're going to activate Bone Party to destroy Akahorn in our hand to now summon Darkblade. Because Akahorn was destroyed, it's going to add back that banished Memento Fusion, which is great for recycling our resources and keeping like a Memento Fusion in our deck, which is really, really good. And now we can use the Darkblade effect to destroy our Sleepy to special summon out Mace from deck. Because Sleepy was destroyed, it can use its effect, as well as Akahorn's other effect, to then special summon itself out from the graveyard, because a Memento you control was destroyed. So summon that out, and then we're going to send another Darkblade here. It doesn't really matter what you send. It can be another Angwitch for all that matters. The important thing is that you're just sending a duplicate name. That way you have extra names in your graveyard. We're not going to use Mace effect, destroying itself, to add our Cranium Burst from deck to hand. And then we're going to link our 2 monsters. We're going to go into a Moon in the Closed Heaven, and then special summon out our Memento Horned Dragon, and link into sequence. So because of how the new card works, the Scarlet Sorrow, you actually have a lot more Light Fiends in rotation than like previously. So now we can use the effect of the sequence to fusion summon using the Engraver, the Lacrima, as well as the Requiem, putting all of those back in your extra deck to now summon out Desiree. And then we can use the effective sequence to equip Desiree and special summon back out our combined creation. So we're going to put back 5 names from our graveyard into the deck or extra deck. And then we are going to set the 2 cards that we had searched. And in the end phase, we're going to get the City effect to set Bone Party. So off of this just 2-card combo, we were able to get to Bone Party, Cranium Burst, Memento Fusion. We have our combined creation with the field spell, Desiree and Caesar while playing around Nib phenomenally. This combo is absolutely insane. I don't really know what can break this board. I think the closest thing to it is like Sphere Mode, but even if you get Sphere Mode, you actually do have some disruptions still, which is really, really cool. But that's going to be it for the combos that I'm showing off for the spreadsheet. Once again, if you did want to purchase the spreadsheet, it's $20. Check it out in the description down below. And then make sure you fill out everything here on the form. It's only 3 things. It's going to be proof of payment. That way I can verify it for you and get you added onto the spreadsheet. It's going to be which email you want added on there, as well as letting us know how you heard about it, just for my personal reasons. Please make sure that when you do pay, you verify that it's one of these 2 payment methods up here. Besides that, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. If you guys had any questions about the payments, or if you are about the spreadsheet, or if you were thinking like asking if it's worth it or not, please check the comments down below. I'm sure there'll be other people who are sharing a lot of the things about the spreadsheet, but the spreadsheet has it's been a lot of work. We have so much information on there, and I'm just happy to share with you guys. Besides that, I just hope that you have a fantastic day. If you wouldn't mind commenting, and subscribing. But besides that, bye-bye.